If you want to start collecting miniatures or just sick of paying ridiculous prices for them, then this video is for you. Because miniatures can be really expensive. For example, this Gazkul Thraka model that I painted up a little while ago cost me about 120 New Zealand dollars. And that's some pretty serious money to be spending on essentially plastic soldiers, toy soldiers. But they don't have to be. Here's how you make minis for very cheap. And we do that using toys. These cost me no more than like $4. This one was probably about $3-4. And this one I literally just found in my house. Most people probably have a couple little just cheap toys around the house somewhere, and they are perfect for your miniature games. If you want to see a real example of where I use it, I'll grab it. So I made a Warcry warband, and for my leader I made this, and it's made out of a cheap horse I bought from a $2 shop. Toys are very cheap, and you don't need good ones. There are a couple of ways you can turn toys into miniatures. One of them, and the easiest way, is just slapping a base on it and it's ready to be used. That's what I did with this pig. I also got this one. It's pretty cool. And you know, in scale with the real mini, you know, that's quite big, but it kind of works and it can be really cool. If you want to take your toys into miniatures and like spice it up even more than just adding a base, if you have paints already, a really simple way to do that is just with two things: a dry brush and a wash. Now if you don't know how to do those, I recommend searching it up on YouTube or something. I haven't done a tutorial on that, but maybe I will at some point. But even ones like these toys, you can't really see because my camera is shit. There's lots of real nice texture in the scales. That means that washes and dry brushes and paints are going to catch on that really nicely. Also, if you wanted to, you could kit bash and convert them. We could give the dinosaur a flamethrower. But I feel like that's not what I'm going for. I want these for D&D, and you know, flamethrowers aren't quite in D&D. I was just about to start painting these up, but I realized there's an even easier way that's completely free to make kind of miniatures. And all it requires is paper and a pen. Okay, now preferably you'd want to cut this out, but I don't have scissors and can't be asked finding them, so I'm just going to rip it. Took not even 30 seconds. And that's still super rad if you want to use these. Also allows you to completely create your own miniatures. And that's rad as hell, that's sick! I also just thought that if you have a printer, or your local library has one, you can print out images to turn into miniatures. Anyway, I think that's also a really good idea. But enough getting distracted, let's paint them up! And the same also goes for terrain. Like this one, I made this just with some like grass clumps from a $2 shop and some trees from the same $2 shop, and it looks pretty cool. I really like this one because it's got a bridge on it. Probably my favorite thing I've made, like terrain wise. Another really simple way to do terrain is with these. You can use just whiteboard markers and draw on them and draw any maps you want, and it's pretty cool. Although in saying that, these battle maps do cost roughly, I think, $30 to $40 New Zealand, which is like 20 USD. So there is a bit of a price to it, but I use this the most out of anything else I own. Anyway, hope this inspired you a little bit to start collecting miniatures, because it's really, really easy if you just make it basic. Think simple, and it becomes really, really fun. Get creative, have fun. See you in the next one.